Hey guys, how's it going? I can't answer that because I'm talking to a camera, but I hope everything's okay. Hope your training's going well, hope your nutrition's on point, and hopefully you're working towards your goals. Quick topic: high carb diets with low fat versus a higher fat diet with lower carbs. Which one should you choose? Which one's better? Now, you've probably been on a couple of videos, they've probably not explained it that well, so hopefully I can explain it better and give you some actual evidence to back up my argument, okay? Because that's what it's about. I can't just give you my opinion because I've been lifting for a few years, and you can take it because I compete and I've won, you know, a show and things, so forget that. So which one should you choose? So everybody's different, so we all have actual genetic differences. You know, some of us have brown hair, some of us have green eyes, blue eyes, brown eyes, whatever. So we all have differences in that respect. So when it comes to choosing a diet, you have to really listen to yourself, listen to your body, digestion. So how's your food? How does your stomach digest and process food? Do you feel bloated with certain foods? If you do, stay away from them because your body's not digesting them properly. And other foods, other energy sources would be a better choice. So monitor that, monitor how much food you're taking, and that'd be a good starting point. But for the argument of, for the sake of for doing that, you need to keep a record. Just write it down in your phone, if anything. If you're sitting having some lunch somewhere, write down in your phone, oh, I had some sweet potato, or I had some white potato, for example. Might be rice, and say, you know, oh, felt bloated off, just say 65 grams basmati rice, for instance. And then, you know then, not to necessarily have that if it's giving you stomach trouble, just because you hear other bodybuilders say basmati rice and chicken breast is a great meal. And don't get me wrong, it is a good meal, but it's a good meal because it's a good source of carbohydrate and it's a good source of protein, because the leucine content in chicken is very high. So don't feel like you need to have that rice, for example, or chicken for that matter, to get the benefits. You certainly don't want to have digestion problems and have lower energy levels in the gym, because some foods can do that to you. So okay, so low fat versus higher fat versus high carb diet. So I'll give you an actual study. Now this is transferable into a bodybuilding scenario, so just bear with me. So there were cyclists with this particular group, okay? So I think there was about 15 people in each study, in each group. So 15 cyclists, all at the same level, consumed a high fat diet with low carbs for a week. The other group, you guessed it, did the opposite. So they had a high carb diet, low fat diet for a week. Right, so diet was controlled during this test. And at the end of the week, they participated in a low intensity cycling bout. Relatively low intensity, but I'll tell you why this can change when bodybuilding, okay? So what they found was the higher fat diet with lower carbs group, they actually performed worse during the exercise. So performance suffered through having this high fat diet for a week. So meaning that the higher carb group their body found it easier to complete the exercise. They all found it easy because it was low intensity. Yeah, excuse me, Canadian geese. But where was I? Lost my track of thought. Yeah, so they all found it easy, but the oxygen cost for the athletes consuming a high carbohydrate diet wasn't as much, so they didn't need, basically their body, put it in easy word. Yeah, so basically the higher carb diet, they found it easier to complete the exercise. They didn't use up as much energy. That's probably the easiest way to say. Not trying to patronise you, but it's hard to simplify things sometimes. It's hard to put in a way, because there's so many terms and things that some of them I don't understand yet. So, but I'm learning. But obviously studying all this at university, I'll be finishing very soon. Obviously helps towards backing up arguments and you know, that sort of thing. So yeah, so back on topic. But what they also found was, so the higher fat diet actually burnt more fat during this process, during the exercise bout. So they burnt a substantial, their fat oxidization was a lot higher than the high carb group. So in terms of burning fat, for that purpose alone, a higher fat diet was better. But this was for a week. So if you're doing your cardio, your weight training, and you want to get leaner quicker, and don't really want to think as much about preserving muscle and performance, then a high fat diet for a sustained long period of time may, and when I say may, be the answer. For me, it's not, because I'm a high carb guy. Now, meaning that throughout the years I've increased my carbs over and over, so 200, 300, 400, 600, 700, all the way up to 1,000. Now, at one point I was struggling to put weight on, having 1,000 grams of carb a day. Right, training 6-7 days a week, yeah? But I was struggling to put weight on. So imagine the amount of fat that I would have to consume in my diet to get the same energy. I know obviously fat's 9 calories per gram and carbohydrates 4, so I wouldn't say in theory about just under half. So say if I have 4,000 grams worth of 4,000 calories worth of carbs, it would be just under half. So that's a lot of fat. And health wise, would that be the best case scenario? Probably not, to consume that much fat, even though I'm burning it off. You know, for me that wouldn't be correct for me. So really the next question would probably be, would you get the same benefit of burning fat if you just had a high fat diet for just a day or two? Because that's the best case scenario. You don't want to deplete glycogen levels for sustained periods of time, because that's what your muscles are made up of, glycogen and water predominantly. So with that in thought, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and assess your own body and assess what you work well off, and that's the best answer I can give you. Okay, peace.